Today's an exciting day. We finally get to put the hothouse up after, has it been 10 months? 9 months. 9 months being on the farm, or 9.5 months of being on the farm. And we've been wanting to do this for a very long time. So today it finally goes up so I can start sowing my winter seeds, and I can start starting my summer seeds too in a couple of months. And then they'll be ready to go in right at the beginning of spring, so I get a bit of a head start. This is really exciting, and it has automatic waterers. Oh, that's so exciting, especially because I suck at watering. And there we have an automatic watering greenhouse. Exciting times. So the first thing we have to do, other than all the weeding that we've just done, is put up this felt tape. And this is proper hothouse tape, and it gets super windy here, so this will hopefully stop any or many holes happening when the winds come and the plastic starts rubbing on this metal frame. So Mr. Height here is going to be doing the taping, and I'll do the supervising. Now it's time to lay over the plastic. It's exciting. Just wanted to show you this plastic. This came with the property, so we didn't have to buy any of this stuff to make this greenhouse, which is awesome. But the plastic should have a stamp on it that says inside, so you want to make sure that's on the inside. There must be a reason, don't know why. So there's a few ways to attach the plastic to the hothouse, and the previous owners used this poly pipe to screw into the tin surround. So we're going to use that method, and we'll show you once we're finished. So we've just wound the plastic up around the pipe, the PVC pipe, and Paul's screwing it in from the other side. Now to stretch it around the doors, we're going to build a frame with some timber that we've had in the shed, and that will hopefully fill in the gaps and hold the plastic tight. What have you been building, Smith?
A little hut. I wish it was a real one.
Can you open the door for me?
Just a little flap.
We are losing light fast, guys, so we really just want to get this secured down just in case it gets windy. It happens here at the drop of a hat. And then tomorrow we'll put the doors on. But for now, we'll just secure the plastic to the frame. Paul's installed the doors for me now. And he built me this table so I can put all my seedlings up here, but I can still grow underneath through our winter. So I can still grow outside in our winters, but I won't be able to grow things like zucchinis and tomatoes and cucumbers and capsicums and stuff like that. So all those summer vegetables, I'm not sure how I go because there won't be any pollinators. So on the warmer days I'll be able to open up the doors and the pollinators will be able to come in. For things like the cucumbers and the zucchini, I'll be able to pollinate by hand, and I can pollinate the tomatoes too with an electric toothbrush. I've never done it before, but I'm happy to experiment. So I'm looking forward to having some of those summer crops that I use year round in here. Hopefully I get a crop. Hopefully it works. I don't see why it shouldn't. It's lovely and warm in here. And the soil is beautiful, and I have this irrigation system. I've just turned it off because I'm in here now, but it's got this beautiful fine mist. So now I'm just going to spread some cow manure in here and some compost mixed in with some hay, and I may add in some of my compost worms because there isn't really in here because it got really dry over summer and the soil cracked out. I didn't grow in this bed over summer. So yeah, I might add in some of my compost worms, and I think they'll be really active with the heat in here and the moisture. So I'm hoping this all works out. It is a really small hothouse to be growing in a food crop, but I still can plant outside too. I can still plant out all my braxicas, my peas and broad beans and onions and carrots and beetroot and garlic and stuff like that. That's all going outside. And we do have 5 more of these hoops. So maybe next month we might set them up in the bottom veggie patch so I can grow some more of these summer crops through our winter. We'll see how we go. It's all an experiment. This whole thing, our whole life here is one big experiment to see what's going to work for us in this climate and what doesn't work. So exciting. I've got a couple of handfuls of worms that I'm going to spread out too, and then I'm going to layer my compost mixed in with my straw. And now adding the compost from our open composting system. This is how we feed our chickens. We collect 3,500 litres of food waste a week, and we feed this out to our chickens, and they compost it down for us, and we mix it in with hay, and it all rots down into this beautiful, lovely organic matter. And now I get to do the fun part, planting some summer seeds in autumn. I just went foraging in the veggie patch where the pigs used to live, and I found all these volunteer tomatoes from the tomatoes out of the bins. Now these aren't going to be heirloom tomatoes, but so far they've been really big, beautiful tomatoes, whatever the variety is. So I'm going to wing it, plant these in here and see how we go. We still have quite a few hot days left, so I'll be able to keep the doors open, and hopefully some pollinators will make their way in here and pollinate the flowers for me. If not, I'll have to do it manually. I'll have to buy an electric toothbrush and manually pollinate. It'll be a new experience for me for tomatoes. And now I'm going to experiment by placing some cuttings straight into the ground. Might not work. We'll see how we go. We're all planted out. I'm really excited about growing summer things in winter. I cannot describe to you the excitement and the possibilities that this brings. Hopefully we get a chance to set up the other hothouse down the bottom, and I'll be able to grow even more tomatoes. And who knows what else I can pop in there, even just to get plants ready for spring, which is what this shelf is for behind me. We'll be able to get all our seedlings ready, and as soon as the weather's right, we'll be able to put in, hopefully, quite mature plants into the ground. And hopefully they'll give us a kickstart to the season, and then we can continually sow seeds so we have a staggered harvest. Really, 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 really excited.